Oh, no, not that. You know, I just gotta find the perfect placement. We'll see what happens. And I think my light is tilted the wrong way, and it's going to drive me batty. So, let me see. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to fix it right now because I am too short. Short people problems. Yep. It is what it is. It's all I can do. We'll just bump that up and love the fact that it's super bright. Hey y'all, hope you guys are doing well. Well is... It's really hard to discuss what all is going on. It's really hard to figure out if we're really doing well or not, considering the state of everything at the moment. But we're gonna do the best we can because we can. Yep. Here's the problem: when you got a bunch of lights pointed at you, it looks really dark, but it's super bright. Okay, it's March 16th, 2020. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. And it's kind of hard to get all like in the mood and have fun with it considering what's going around. But it is what it is. You don't have to go out to have a good time. You don't have to, you know, whatever. Hey, Mom. Okay, so, a couple of things. We went shopping on Saturday, and I am one of those that I'm in the mindset, buy one for now, two for later. So I've always got a backup of whatever item I need. I've got a drawer full of like one extra bottle of mayo, of ketchup, of mustard, my husband's tea bags. I have in our bathrooms an extra bottle of shampoo, you know, I got excess of, you know, toilet paper, all that kind of stuff. But, so I'm one of those that I've constantly, I'm in the mindset, buy one for now, one or two for later. But, we went shopping on Saturday, and it was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. To the point where my husband's like, you know, this is a really good time for me to mention that I'm very, very, very thankful that you stock up, or you plan ahead, or you always buy extra, because you just never know. And my mindset's always been, you don't know if someone's gonna lose a job. You don't know if money's gonna get really tight. You don't know if a weird virus takes over the nation and you can't find this item, whatever. So it's always good to have one extra. So I, you know, had to kind of pat myself on the back for being in that habit. I went to work this morning. I'm very fortunate that I only work with like 6 to 7, 8 people in the mornings. And we're not like up close and personal or anything. We're pretty spread out. This morning we were doing clearance and we were all kind of like in our own little area. And I had my little thieves hand sanitizer in my apron and kept, you know, doing my hands every, you know, half hour or whatever. And there's sanitizer all over the store. The associates were disinfecting everything when they weren't at the register. I was really proud of how much they were doing to try and combat what they could, considering we are open. What kind of upset me though was Montana announced yesterday that they were going to cancel schools for parents to stay home with their children during this whole kind of, you know, hopefully wait it out. That way so we can kind of, you know, eliminate the cases that show up. I was very, very upset this morning to see how many parents were coming in, going shopping like nothing was going on. They were shopping like it was spring break. Usually through the week in the mornings, it's the, I don't want to say older, but typically it's the women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, above, whatever, coming into the store and shopping with their, I mean, sometimes it's with their husbands. But today, it was a very large mix. So I was very upset that people were not taking this seriously and staying home and keeping themselves, I don't want to say quarantined, but none of them really seemed to have a purpose for being there. They were just, you know, let's get out of the house kind of thing. And that was just really, really, really upsetting. Yeah. So, one more thing before I move on. Y'all, if there's anybody that actually watches this, and if anybody takes notes or anything, hand sanitizer is to be used when you don't have soap and water available. Soap and water is the best choice. It is what you should use. If you do not happen to have a sink and have soap and water available, then that's when you need hand sanitizer. So hoarding hand sanitizer is keeping it from the people that really do need it. For instance, I know several people that are teachers and they do not have sinks in their classrooms. They can't send their children to the bathrooms 10, 20, 30 times a day to wash their hands. They can't get hand sanitizer. Stores, grocery stores, department stores that are staying open, guess what? They're putting hand sanitizer in the registers. That way, so people that come in to shop that should be staying home, they have access to it. If they can't find any, guess what? There isn't any. If you have soap and if you are supposed to be at home and you got access to your sink with soap and water, you don't need tons of hand sanitizer. It is what it is. Same thing on toilet paper. This is a respiratory illness. Guess what? If you got butt issues, that's something else. I don't know why you're stocking up on toilet paper. I don't. So, pardon the rant, but it is driving me batty. Because someone that has not, I'm not concerned about stocking up. I'm not concerned about hoarding anything. None of that. I've got another 2.5, 3 weeks of toilet paper in my cabinets at the moment. I'm getting to that point where I like to buy more because it's just what I do. And I won't be able to do it because people are cuckoo. There you go. Moving right along. This recipe is like super, super short tonight. So, yeah, that's why I'm talking a bit more. All right, Emerald Gold Martini. We're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day. Some fun. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day, I don't think is one of those holidays that really anybody really, 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 truly celebrates after, you know, like 24, 25 years old or whatever. But it's still nice to have a little bit of fun if you can. Emerald Gold Martini, 2 parts vodka, 2 parts cinnamon schnapps, and 2 parts melon liqueur. Again, I don't understand some of these recipes I chose, but we're going to try it out. 2 parts, I did say 2, yeah, 2 parts cinnamon schnapps. Oh no. That is a whole lot of, okay, it's only a little bit extra. Oh, where'd it go? Woo! And just FYI, this is hot cinnamon schnapps. So there you go. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. Melon liqueur and cinnamon. Melon and cinnamon. That's what's getting me. I'm not thinking this is going to be a good combo, but we're going to try it because I found the recipe and I don't know, again, what it was that made it sound good, but I'm adventurous like that. So I know the latest news was they are planning to request all restaurants, pubs, bars to completely close their doors unless they have like a drive-through option. If they have a drive-through option, then of course they can still remain open to that. But it's getting serious, y'all. And I don't like to over exaggerate. I don't want to get like over dramatic or anything. And I admit that at the beginning I was kind of like, y'all just hunker down and, you know, lay low. But I mean, you gotta do it. Even if you're completely healthy, you gotta do it in the best interest of the people around you. This is when you can't think about yourself. You gotta think about others. It's not awful. It's not wonderful, but it's not awful. All right, tonight, super quick recipe. This is kind of like a trail mix. St. Patrick's Day trail mix. And this is one of those that, even though tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, you can make totally at the last minute and throw together. And the ingredients that I have aren't necessarily the ones you have to use. You can kind of, you know, just use what you have on hand. But you can just enjoy it for yourself, or you can bag it up and send as little treats for your, with your kids to their class. But the recipe, I almost say recipe like in quotes because y'all, it ain't that deep, is 1 box of Lucky Charms cereal, 6 cups of pretzel sticks, 8 ounces of white chocolate, almond bark, you know, baking chocolate, a 9-ounce bag of M&Ms, 1/4 cup of colored sprinkles, 1/2 cup of candy melts, and they suggested pink, yellow, and green. But again, this is not one of those recipes that amounts matter or specifics matter. So Lucky Charms, like I said, it just said 1 box of Lucky Charms. It didn't say small box, big box. So yesterday, we bought a box of Lucky Charms. This is now the saddest bag of cereal. My husband's like, oh, it's just Cheerios now. Because I just picked out all of the marshmallows. So that's what you guys do, is you're gonna empty out your box of Lucky Charms, and you are going to pull out all the marshmallows. I think you can go onto Amazon now and order just a bag of Lucky Charms marshmallows. So that's what you're going to do is pour your cereal out, pull out all the marshmallows, set them aside, bag up that cereal, and eat it later. You don't need the cereal. In a large bowl, I don't need that just yet. Now, like I said, measurements don't really matter here. In a large bowl, you're going to take 6 cups of pretzels. I'm not going to do quite that much because I don't think I have quite enough marshmallows. But I'm going to do most of them. So, but it does say 6 cups of pretzel sticks. But like I said, measurements aren't necessarily the matter there. Okay, so you're going to take your pretzels, your M&Ms. This is actually a 10-ounce bag. So we're going to do, and because I'm doing a little bit less than all the measurements. You're just gonna, yeah, that's all I do. Like I said, this is one, it doesn't really matter. And then you're gonna dump your marshmallows, y'all, seriously. I didn't think last night to look up on Amazon last week about ordering a bag of Lucky Charms marshmallows. You just want to mix it all up. And then you're just going to set it to the side. Okay, so we've got our pretzels, our M&M's, marshmallows there. Then you are going to take a bowl where you have 8 ounces of white chocolate, and this is just almond bark, but it's kind of got a vanilla-y white chocolate flavor or whatever. And then we're going to throw it in the microwave. You're going to do it in, like my pajama pants. Yep, that's how I live here. You're gonna do it in 30-second increments. Usually I do it in 30 seconds, stir it up a little bit, and then it usually takes like 15-20-second increments after that, like twice, I guess. Melts pretty quickly. So anyway, you're going to let that melt really well. Now wait a second. These things right here are like crap. Lucky Charms marshmallows are like the absolute best. Yeah, see, it hadn't done anything yet. And usually it doesn't really show any kinds of signs of melting until you kind of shift it around some. So, anyway. Yeah, but last night, I had to dig through all those marshmallows, and it was really, really hard not to sit there and snack on them. Yep. Got our sprinkles, and it said candy melts, and originally I couldn't find candy melts, so I bought pastel baking chips, and I was gonna go through this entire bag and pull out the red, or the pink, the yellow, and the green. But when I left work today, I decided to stop into Hobby Lobby. I stopped into Hobby Lobby, and they actually had all their candy melts on sale for $1.99 a bag. So, and I mean, they're big bags too. I mean, I've already poured some in a bowl over here. So, and this is the first time I've actually bought candy melts. A little disc. And these are just vanilla flavored, but they've got, I saw some at Walmart. I bought some I saw some at Walmart that were flavored. The green were an apple. The pink was a strawberry. The yellow was, I think, banana. Can't remember if it was banana or something else. Either way, though, it may have been a lemon. I don't know why it's taking longer than it usually does. Either way, though, so I don't know if it makes a difference whether or not the candy melts are flavored or not, but it's a last. It's the last step of the whole thing. So I don't really think it matters that much. Besides, you have all the flavor from those dang yummy Lucky Charms. Yep, and M&M's. So yeah, this is a whole lot of time waiting, huh? Yeah, more thing about it is it's probably not the best martini. There's a whole lot of there should be less cinnamon schnapps. And what's nice is, since I'm the only one that eats this, I can put my hands all up in it. I'm gonna give that like another 15-20 seconds. This is one of those recipes that is really good for you to, I guess, do with kids, because there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, it doesn't matter if they dump too much, too little. You just kind of have to gauge, make sure they're not melting or burning the chocolate. You gotta make sure they're not put in the microwave on 20 minutes instead of 2 minutes or 20 seconds or whatever. So there's that. All right, so we have melted our chocolate. I just noticed that my recipe says something different. You melt your chocolate, make sure it's really good melted. Really, really good melted. Then you're going to pour it over your pretzels, M&Ms, and your marshmallows. I'm guessing you could probably use regular marshmallows, but they don't have the same the texture and consistency as Lucky Charms marshmallows. All right, let's stir it up really well. I promise y'all, we're almost done with this. This is like, in fact, I may just go ahead and add the rest of my pretzel sticks in here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, yeah. Anyway, I'm guessing you could probably add in some of that, the Lucky Charms cereal if you don't, because really, I mean, it's kind of boring just by itself. I mean, the whole point of Lucky Charms cereal is the marshmallows. So I'm just going to throw those in there. The recipe doesn't say that, but that's what I'm going to do because I can, like I said. But when you're stirring it up, you can see the difference though. It will, if there's a whole lot of chocolate that needs to be spread out and you need to kind of, thin it out a little bit, just throw in some other stuff. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. That was a marshmallow. Okay, you're gonna mix it up really well. And then, yep, nothing classy over here. All right, then you're going to take a, it does say a baking sheet. You're going to take a baking sheet and you're going to put some parchment on it. Parchment is, I'm not fairly new to parchment, but it's just been the past year that I've discovered how wonderful parchment paper is. So, slowly becoming domesticated here. So, a baking sheet and some parchment. You're going to empty out that mixture that you just cracked it up. And sometimes there's stuff stuck on the bottom, so keep a little bit in there just so you can mix it up. A little bit more. It's okay if you're like crushing crap. Crap's probably not the word to use if you are talking about food. No, probably not. All right, so you're going to, yep, make sure. Yeah, I'm doing the right thing. And then I'm about to get like really messy. This is not what the recipe says, but it's what I'm gonna do. You're going to basically just press it down. You want to even it out. Obviously, I should have sprayed my hands before doing this. But you want to kind of even it out. Into one kind of even layer. I guess it may actually at this point be better for you to use like maybe, the recipe does say pretzel sticks, but I would probably recommend doing like small pretzels. Yep. How many pictures or still shots can I do of Facebook Live doing that right there? Okay, so you're going to spread it out, and then once I do this right here, Yep, it's not completely done, but it's the best it's going to be for the moment. You're immediately going to take your candy sprinkles. And it does say 1/4 cup of colored sprinkles. But the more the merrier, right? Yep. So I don't know if that was a 1/4 cup or not, but that's what I'm going to do. And then you're going to take those candy melts. I've already measured out a 1/2 cup of each. I did pink and yellow. And again, here we are. We're going to let them melt. Like I said, you're going to press it all down. Kind of an even layer. And then you're going to put those sprinkles all over the top. Whatever sprinkles you want. I tried to go with like color coordinated things. So I tried to pick M&Ms and sprinkles and candy melts that were all kind of in the same, you know, color scheme or whatever that way. So, I mean, you want it to color coordinate, right? You want it to be pretty. I mean, there's a difference between dark green and then if you had like bright, summery colors. So here we are again, waiting for it to, I have talked too long because here we are at 3 till and we're waiting for stuff to melt. Yep, sorry y'all. It was really good at the beginning. It got worse as it sat. It's okay. This one is not. Hey, we're gonna cross fingers, hope. Hope, hope, hope. And that needs like a few more seconds. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing is we are melting our candy melts. We are going to, I got the pink ones right here, got the yellow ones in the microwave. It did suggest us do green as well. I'm not going to do green just because I wasn't going to spend another $1.99 on a pack of green candy melts and have another pack. Yeah. I'm committed to y'all, but I guess I'm saying not $1.99 more. So I'm going to put that one in there while we do this. So, we got our yellow candy melts, and then we're just going to drizzle it. Yeah, seriously, that is. So, unless it's flavored, I don't really know if the candy melts do that much of a difference other than make it kind of pretty. I mean, I hear ya. So that's all you're gonna do is you're just gonna drizzle those candy melts over the top. It's all nice and pretty and spring-like, and so we're gonna put that one. What's nice is I can leave these in the sink and the husband will come home and wash them. Okay, so because I don't want my pink and yellow mixing, that's what I'm gonna do first. Okay, obviously they haven't melted yet, so I need to give them like another. Yeah, so I mean, this is it though. This is seriously it. So again, box of Lucky Charms, pull out the marshmallows, and you're gonna mix the marshmallows with, it says 6 cups of pretzel sticks, 8 ounces, or you're gonna mix the pretzel sticks, the marshmallows, and it says a 9-ounce bag of M&Ms together. Then you are going to melt 8 ounces of white chocolate and mix it all together. And then you're going to flatten it out, pour it out, flatten it out. And then immediately throw in on top your sprinkles. Yep. Yep. Immediately put your sprinkles on top, and then you are going to melt your candy melts and drizzle them across the top. Your pink, yellow, and green if you want. Again, this is one of those recipes you can easily customize to whatever you're liking. I mean, I guess you could totally do like dried fruits and nuts and I mean, just get creative. I mean, even like toasted coconut might be good. So, but this is it. This is it. We're done. So I'm just going to drizzle. This is it. Told y'all, easy peasy. Just the way I like to keep it. Especially when there's big globs of it right there. So anyway, next week, y'all, I've changed my ideas for next week 4 or 5 times already. And here's the problem is I've got ideas, I've got simple, super stupid simple ideas. But finding the supplies is proving to be a lot more difficult than it should be. Next week we're doing a simple, quick, easy spring or Easter wreath. So we're crafting next week. But the problem is, all of the simple ideas I have, guess what? I can't find the items, the supplies. And it's not even like they're difficult supplies. So I'm kind of at a loss right now. I've got a couple that I am floating between at the moment. I'm not sold on them. So if you have any ideas for spring or Easter wreaths that you'd like me to see, that you'd like to see me try next Monday night, send it my way. Of course, a lot can happen between now and then. We're going to cross our fingers that it doesn't affect anything that we do here. I doubt it will since it's all online. But if you have any ideas for spring or Easter wreaths, send them my way. Like I said, I've got like 4 or 5, 6 ideas I'm floating between. We'll see what happens. And we'll do the cherry blossom martini. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. Please go like them, love them, share them. Please, please, please. That would help me out so much. The next week, y'all, please take care. Please, please, please take care. If you are able to stay home, please do. Even if you think it's completely ridiculous, do it for others, not yourself. Do it for others. Today, the press conference, actually, the president did say that they foresaw this going on, foresaw. They predicted this at least being something that we're battling until July or August. If we all get our butts in gear, hopefully we can get rid of it before then. So do me a favor. Think about others. If you're told to stay home, stay home. If you can stay home, just do it. Wash your hands with soap and water. That's all you need. Love y'all dearly. I do. I love y'all dearly. I thank you so much for your all's support and come and hang out with me every Monday night. And until next Monday, I will see y'all later.